All right, all right, all right. I think I am live. Hello, hello, Zen friends. Happy Friday night to you. Hope you're doing well, or Saturday morning if you're on the other side of the planet. So I'm so glad to be here. Hope you're having an enjoyable moment. And we'll dive in here momentarily. But first, let's come back to this moment by taking a big, deep breath in, holding it for as long as we feel comfortable, and then slow exhale, coming out of the future, coming out of the past, coming out of the chaos, going out in the world. And then we'll bring in the singing bowl for more beautiful energy. So if you want to join me in doing that, we'll take a big, deep breath in here. Ready? Here we go. Beautiful. And then I will hit the singing bowl 3 times, and as I'm doing that, we can just let that beautiful love energy that just is at our core just expand into our minds and our hearts and our physical bodies, our energetic bodies, through our meridians, out through our chakras and our auras, filling us up and flowing out to the outside world, letting it do whatever it wants to do out there to help raise the vibration of the planet, and bringing in more and more and more love. Right? There's an old song: "What the world needs now is love, sweet love," and it's always true. All right. As I'm hitting the singing bowl, something that we can do that helps just immediately begin to raise our own love vibration is thinking of one thing that we're grateful for right here, right now. Because when we do that, it immediately begins to, it's one of the higher vibrational energies. It just zoop takes us on up, allows us to be open for communication from spirit, hearing messages from them, also magnetizes us to receive more of whatever we're grateful for. So it's a win-win all the way around, right? So I will hit it 3 times. I'll start off at a distance. I'm not sure how loud it will be. It always changes. Um, so watch your ears and remember gratitude. Here we go. Beautiful, beautiful. Thank you so much for joining me in doing that. Powerful energies these days. I tell you what, let me put her back here in her little perch. So, welcome everyone. Hello, hello, hello. Wow, some beautiful energies going on today. Mercury did go into Pisces today. Mercury is our planet of communication, how we like to kind of learn. It's a lot of our thinking energy. Um, and of course, going into Pisces means we're going to have more. I think it's all the way through like April, mid April, because I think it retrogrades. Mercury goes retrograde in Pisces while it's in it. So it goes in and it goes, stays in and it continues. So it's a little extended period in Pisces too. So a lot of imagination, seeing things from mentally and communicating through the dreaming and through the I guess you would like our dream world especially, but also through like our um connection to spirit world too. Pisces is one of those that's very connected. So we'll be communicating more from a place of feeling and emotion than from the Aquarius logical mind that we just came out of. Because Mercury was in Aquarius for about a month. I think it's about every month, I think is normally how it changes. So we got this wonderful little energy that's going on with all of that. And it's a perfect time if you want to learn more about your empathic gifts, your psychic gifts, your spiritual gifts, however you want to say it, because it's right in alignment. Mercury is very supported with that Pisces energy for learning into that realm. So check it if you're interested. So welcome everybody. If you're new to my channel or new to these readings, welcome. I'm your brother Z, and we got a great group of Zen friends with huge hearts and thankfully, great senses of humor too, because we love to laugh. I know I love to laugh for sure. So it makes it more enjoyable for all of us. Whether you're laughing with me or at me, I don't care as long as you're laughing. So I'm very glad. So there's always room for more Zen friends. So we'll welcome anytime. If you're wanting to know how the whole process works, all the information's down in the description box of the video. Free readings are generally 1 to 2 cards, and it is first come, first serve. If anyone makes a donation, I do honor that energy exchange, step out of the free readings, prioritizing those. Dive deeper, meaning we spill more tea with Brother Z, and you also get a fortune cookie for your reading too to help round it out. Uh, and if you want to make a donation, you can use the super chat at the bottom or in the description area of the video. I do have my Venmo, Cash App, PayPal, and Square. I don't have any set dollar amounts, so whatever you give from your heart, I know you're giving what you can, and I'm so grateful for that. And I do honor that. I know not everyone is able to give. That's why I try to make time for free readings in every session. 2.5 hours in, if I have not got to any free readings, then I will step out of donations, complete at least 30 minutes of free readings, then go back, finish out the donations. I always finish those out. And then if I have energy and time left over and I get the spark to do so, I will go and finish out as many other free readings as I can too. Lately, I've been completing everything, even up to 5 and 6 hour sessions. I know, it's spirit, but it has helped that I'm just one session a day instead of having doubled up on Saturdays. So I have changed my hours. I'm Wednesday through Sunday, starting at 5 p.m. Mountain Time. So I did make some changes for my own balance and my own health, and it's been working out great. So thank you guys for your patience in those changes. At the end of each session, I do post a pinned comment listing all the readings that I've completed with timestamps. I know it's very handy dandy, very Aquarian, very high tech. Not really that high tech, but you just look for that pinned comment, find your name, click on it, takes you right. That timestamp takes you right to your reading. Um, Also, that's the big skinny on things, but I like to make sure you guys are aware of any new things that are out, or any giveaways. So if you don't know, every new moon and full moon, I do have a giveaway where I have a drawing where one person wins a 30-minute person recorded reading or a one of my energetic hedges. I have two right now, a hedge of peace and love and a hedge of health that I just put out. The hedge of health is on special. Here's the introduction if you're wondering what that is. Um, and it's $35 for a 2-week process instead of 50. And if you win the drawing, you can, pick whatever energetic hedge you want. I'm gonna be probably putting out a new type of energetic hedge every month, at least up to August or September is what they've given me so far. We might end up doing one every month and have a total of, like, 13, uh, kind of energetic hedges by the end of the year. But, so if you're interested, you can check that out if you just want one, or you make sure to enter any of the giveaways because you can claim one of those if you'd like. Also, um, with all the new moon and full moon stuff, I also started a little making the most of moon energy. I put out here's the one that's for the Leo full moon that was last Sunday. So we do have this wonderful, you know, um, opportunity around full moons for releasing and affirmations. And for new moons, I'll put it out a few days before and we'll have how to make the most of your new moon wishes and new moon intentions too. So be on the lookout for that. The new moon drawing, I didn't say that is on February 17th, and it's a solar eclipse and it is also the beginning of the fire horse year of the zodiac. So it's going to be a big energy that day. So if you think you never win, that's a good time to get into this because you're going to be extra blessed. All right. What else? Oh, so I also have a free podcast called The Easier Path. And we just put out a new um, adventure, a new episode, Adventure 10, which is Living Consciously. So if you want to catch up on that playlist, you can check out the description area of the video. I have all the playlists for the most of the full moon energy, the Easier Path podcast, any of the giveaways. I have a special playlist for the winners and the giveaway announcement. So you can always check under that. All that's on my main page, of course, of my channel. So that is all the blah, blah, blah. Let's move this out of the way. Whoa, that's too big. Don't do that. That's too big. I don't like having my face all over looking at me. It scares me. Looking into my own eyes. Ooh. All right. So okay, I'm all set here. So let me check my emails here. Right. I got that. And okay, so I do have a donation in there. Let me do some shout outs and we will get into the readings. And I'll make sure my list is all up to date here. So let's see, we got Sudeshni in the house. Hey, Sudeshni, I'm doing well. I hope you're doing well. Good to see you. We have Guide. Hello, Guide. Good to see you. Got you on the free list here. Got Touch O Love. Hello, hello. Good to see you. Got you on the free list here too. Let me give myself some more space here. All right. And we got Kat Mia in the house. Hello, hello. Good to see you. I got you on the free list here. We got Fairy Tale Ni Hao. Good to see you as well. We got your question onto the free list here. And we've got Ankita Moore. Hey, Ankita. Hello, hello, hello. Got you on the list here as well. Hi. Right. And I think that was all the new ones. We have Patricia. If you're in the house, hello, hello. Got you on the list. Maria P. I've got your free reading. And then, of course, you're my donation via Z PayPal. So you'll be up first. And then we'll circle back around for your free reading eventually. We got Dollface Diva on the list too. Hey, hey, hey. And Maria M9P. It's a different Maria. You're on the list. So hello, good to see you too. And then User PC in the house. I got you. You'll be up first for the free readings once I get to that portion in the someone called it the program. In the program. Hey, we got Gene XO as well. The X-Men in the house. So I got you on the free list here too, Gene. Good to see you. All right. So I think we are all set. We're still in Libra moon energy, I believe. Yeah. So we're going to keep it simple and keep it balanced. We're going to use original Rider Waite tarot this evening. And for my donations, You'll have an inner wisdom compass card as to round out your fortune cookie. And then I'm going to finish out for free readings and all readings. You are going to finish out the Rebel deck. It's a hilarious, very Aquarian to the point, fun a lot of times too deck. And then if we finish that one out, then I have a backup for that as well. So everyone gets a little extra right now. It is my birthday month. My birthday's coming up, what, in 6 days? On the 12th, Abraham Lincoln's birthday. I share it with him. So I'm excited. So we will take a look and jump in. So let us begin. Oh, gotta do a little cheers. I like to do a little cheers out, everybody. So clink, clink to you. I love you. Thank you for being here. And thanks for all the thumbs up, too. It does help spread the Zen love, and you're part of the love tsunami, helping spread the love, and it helps my channel get out in front of more people. So when you do the likes, it's not a small thing. It helps the algorithm of YouTube. So thank you so much for that. Cheers, cheers. Yum, yum, yum. All righty. So let us dive in. So Maria P, you're up first. So 1640 is for your donation. There we go. And let's get into your email here from PayPal. It has all your questions. All right. So let's find out what's going on here. So Wally's thoughts and feelings towards you today. Let's see what we got going on here. Okay, we got thoughts. And what about the feelings? What about the feelings? All right. I feel like it's this one here, or these two here. Right. And then what's coming for you guys this weekend? All right. You do have Saturday and Sunday energy. What's going on the dark side? Is there something I do he does not like? Okay. Ooh, 2 cards. Uh-oh. I'm just kidding. Nothing to worry about. Dr. Laura and Dr. Bob's thoughts on your workday. Dr. Laura, Dr. Bob. And when your report showed a little less today, did your bosses like it or no? All right. So we got the cards. Let's see what we got here. So Wally's thoughts, first of all. Yep, the magician. He's been having this energy for a little while, right? This really, I want to take action. I want to have movement. Let's go, let's go, let's go kind of energy. So probably that fire horse energy really kicking in, wanting them to take action, have a lot of stuff they've been thinking about, bringing it out into and manifesting it into the physical world. So I know the magician card has this energy of I got everything I need within me to make it happen. So, all right, let's start making things happen. And I feel like there has been a lot of this. I don't know, it's like a solid foundation. I feel like more and more they're feeling like, okay, we've gone through some hard things, we've had our arguments, we've had our disagreements, we've had our whoa, 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 whoa. And we've made it through. So I feel solid about this. I feel like it's safe to go forward because, they've been kind of hesitant moving forward because they weren't sure. Are you going to stick around or are you going to run? We're going to run away. Or are you going to dump me? Kind of energy. So I like it that he's really looking to take action more. Feelings towards you. Yep. Well, yeah. So here's that energy. So we got the Knight of Cups, the movement of emotion, which is great. It's a positive energy. The Knight of Cups offering their love. Reg- Despite, and it's like you see how this knight is moving away from the fear of sudden movement, the sudden things falling apart, the sudden you leaving their life. So it's like the knight is leaving that fear behind, as I was saying. So I love that. All right. So what about this weekend? Saturday, yeah, I got this really clarity. It's Libra energy, which rules over the house of relationship. And I like this seeing things from a higher perspective, getting rid of small t truths, really an evolution in clarity around your relationship on Saturday. Positive energies that are coming in with that. And then on Sunday, you got the 3 of Pentacles, which is a creative energy. And as soon as I saw it, I kind of felt like maybe there's something that you guys are gonna go do that feels more it's being true to your authentic selves, but I feel like it's doing something you guys would enjoy together, where whether it's going to go see a movie or go out to a play or go to a museum, it feels like something like this creativeness energy behind it. So I like that for you, and it feels like a neat little adventure on Sunday. Dark side update. You got the Page of Swords. Yeah, more clarity coming around that. Makes total sense with the Magician energy, even with the Justice card, which has the Ace of Swords. There's a lot of clarity that they are doing more planning, more putting things into kind of planning with that. So I like that. Is there something that you do that he does not like? Let's see here. Queen of Pentacles and the Chariot. You know, the Chariot is ruled by the moon, Mother Moon, and the Queen of Pentacles, Mother Nature, Mother Nurture. I feel like with what's coming through here, what he something that he does not like is that you don't take care of yourself. I feel like you run yourself ragged, you don't care for yourself, you don't eat as as well as you could, and I feel like your health, is sacrificed a lot for other people and stress, and he wants you to care for yourself, and that's one of the things he is that you when you make a choice, you will choose to sacrifice yourself for others rather than take care of you. Like, "Oh, I don't care if I get enough sleep. I don't care if this or that, whatever. I will sacrifice for others." And they're like, they really would like you to take care of yourself so that you're around for a long time. When you Dr. Laura's thoughts on your work today. Well, she liked it. 10 of Cups, joy, celebration. So she seemed happy. I was gonna say maybe she was just in a good mood today for some reason, but she really liked it here. Dr. Bob, the 4 of Cups. They're just kind of. It feels like Dr. Bob was just kind of there today. Doesn't feel like they were involved. It kind of feels like they're just kind of like mellow today, disconnected. Their mind is elsewhere. Almost feel like it's like I'm gonna go on a trip somewhere and my mind's already on vacation. I'm not even though I'm at work, I'm not at work. My mind was somewhere else, my heart's somewhere else. So I feel like they were already and so I feel like they didn't pay attention today. And when your report showed a little less today, did your bosses like it? And the Empress, overall, they know that you have a harvest energy. So a day, um, they know it all balances out in the end. And in the end, if you're harvesting a field and the crops aren't going to spoil right away, it's like, yeah, you did a little, maybe less today, but other days you do more, and they have confidence that you will complete. Um, you'll bring in a big harvest. So they're not concerned about one day of a little less because they know you'll make it up. And you already have. They're like, you're usually up here. You have one day down here. It's not a big deal. If you were consistently lower, they'd be like, what's going on? This isn't like you, right? So I like that. And then you're a fortune cookie from the Inner Wisdom Compass. Let's see what they have here for you. They've got, yeah, Survivor. I love these cards. They're so beautiful. And it says, when everyone counted you out, you made it through because you're a survivor. So I like that. This is a good celebration to remember that, you know, if I'm still alive today, I've overcome 100% of every challenge I've ever had in my life. Otherwise, I'd be dead. So, it's like celebrate that you have, and you're not only a survivor, you're a thriver, right? So, I like that. And then your other one is put the phone down. talk to someone in real life before you forget how. Just say no to the phone. Yeah, I like that, uh, the realness of things. So that is what they have for you, my dear. So thank you again for your donation. We will circle back around um, free reading here in a little bit. Right. So many blessings to you. All right. Let's see. We have Livia Vagara came in. Hey, hey, happy Friday to you. I see your question. We'll add that on to the list here. All right. And then Sudeshni, thank you for your donation. You'll be up next here. Let's get you on the list up here. And I think that's everyone that came in here, right? Yeah, because Sudeshni, you had put your question, then you made a donation. So thank you for that. Let's give that a love and a like while we're right there. And let's grab your timestamp. You got 2614 is your time stamp. So thank you for that. And then Deb Deb's in the house. Hey, Deb Deb. So, Sudeshni, want to know, will your doctor get back to you next week with your PMB forms? Will these forms finally get you a hospital authorization? Can Spirit give you guidance if the surgery be in February or in March? All right. Yeah, of course, disclaimer down in the description area of the video. I'm not a licensed medical professional. So, tarot is for fun and for entertainment purposes. So, of course, always consult professionals in making life decisions. I do not accept liability for anyone else's decisions in any extent. All right. Disclaimer made. Check, check. All right, Sudeshan, let's take a look here. So, will your doctor get back to you next week? All right. It feels like here, I'm just going to talk about it right away, evidently. You got the Six of Swords, which is movement of communication, because it is the sword suit of communication, and the six is a movement from choppy waters to calmer waters. So I do feel like you do get communication next week from them here. And I don't feel like there's any, usually there's some sort of looking at things from a different perspective, blah, 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 but it doesn't feel like that's coming in here for that card for you. Will these forms finally get you a hospital authorization? All right, let's take a look here and just get a yes or no on here. Nope, they don't want any of those. Oh, there we go. So the card comes flying out. Yeah, Queen of Swords. Again, swords, communication, balance between your head and your heart. So I do feel like you do get this does get you the confirmation. It balances everything out. Now, something that jumps out when we use the word finally is there is something that can be let go of here now that they're bringing in that Ace of Swords with the Queen. It's seeing things from a different perspective, that everything always happens in perfect timing, right? When we say finally, it's a lack energy, right? Because when we say finally, will I finally get what I should have already that I don't have? Thinking I should have had surgery already is a lack energy. It leaves an emptiness, right? So it's a good reminder just to kind of go, okay, that's right. Let me release the lack and the feeling, the fear behind something's not happening and something's broken because I should already have had that. And it's like, you know what? No, it's perfect timing. I'm going to trust you, creator, universe. You know what I need. You know what I want. Now I'm going to focus on gratitude that you're going to bring in everything in the perfect way. Because we never know. What if you got the surgery approved and you went for surgery and you got the person that is on their last warning for bad surgeries and they're about to get fired and you're their last surgery. You don't want that. So we can trust that the universe is going, no, no, we won't approve that yet. That person will be gone. And this new amazing person, an expert, is going to be taking their place till they hire someone. And you get like this expert that does the surgery instead. Because of the delay, we can trust that what's unfolding is for us. And when we change our mindset and look at it from this, yeah, you're somehow, keeping me from a bad not there's good or bad, but a situation that's not as healthy for me as the one that you're opening up for me. I trust you. You're right. So I like that. So let's take a look here. The energy around February and the energy around March. Let's see what we have here. February or yeah, I do feel like that is March. Yeah, and we have the 8 of Pentacles on the bottom overall. Yeah, and the 8 of Wands, which is about, allowing the blood, the sweat, the tears, and then things suddenly move ahead quickly with that 8 of Wands that comes in. And of course, on the bottom, we have the Wheel of Fortune, which is that what I was talking about, which is the tune of for you, realizing that everything that unfolds in our life is for us, even though we may not see it in the moment, right? Sometimes, but this, when the Wheel of Fortune comes out, even our human goes, "Thank you, perfect." February, yeah, this is February. I can't believe we're February. February, I don't feel like it's February. It feels like with the Tower card, this is like what's being moved out of the way, something that's been being moved out of your way so that something that's more in alignment with your energy unfolds. So maybe this is that, not February, because that you know surgeon that's on their last surgery. Nope, nope, we don't want that. So they're blasting that away and bringing you into March. Let me just cover this up. Which is the World card. It's a victory card. It's the ending of a cycle and the beginning of a new adventure. So it does feel like March right now is the energy that comes in with that. So I like that for you. We'll take a look and see what we have here for your fortune cookies. So for your inner wisdom compass card, yeah, I like this. Be yourself. Oh, be yourself. Everyone else is taken. You deserve the best. So know your worth. I like this. This kind of fits into what we were talking about too, right? So I like this, energy here of knowing that you deserve the best, not and like the best surgeon, and that's why it's March because you're gonna have the best surgeon that comes in. My host, it's wonderful how having seen how she's embraced gratitude and that whenever she has a procedure, the people that are the ones that are scheduling it or getting the approvals and stuff, they'll tell her, "Oh my god, you looked out. That's like the best one in your state." And she always gets that. And it's because she's grateful and she has that gratitude energy. So I love that. That's what I'm feeling for you. Let's see. And then you also get a rebel deck card. Let's see what this is here. Yeah, I like it. Your body kept you alive today. Don't obsess about imperfections. Love yourself unconditionally. How perfect with a question about surgeries and things, right? It's yeah, instead of focusing on body, why are you doing this? Thank your body. Like your body is like a collective of cells and beings in a way, because each one of those cells has spirit to it. And so when we're like, thank you, body, for everything that you're doing and that you are keeping me alive, and I'm so grateful to be have you along, and that you have chosen to be my vessel on this journey. So thank you for being you, I love you. I love you, Nice body, nice body. All right. So that's what they have for you, my dear. I do love that for you. All right. Many blessings. Thank you again for your donation. Oh, and the previous reading was March, Nine of Cups. Yep. Dream come true. I love it. Thank you for reminding me. I love that. So cheers to you. Boom, boom, boom. All right. We got Jojo in the house. Hello. So, Jojo, thank you so much for your donation. Let's grab your timestamp here. Oops, I must have hit some fun keys here. Let me caps are off. All right, there we go. Oh, I love that your screen name is 350 and your time is 3510. I don't know what that means, but let's give that a love and a like there. So, Jojo, oh, and I don't see your question yet here. So pop that out there and we will dive in. Let me shuffle these up here. And let's see what we've got going on here for you, Jojo. Thank you guys again so much for all your thumbs up that you're giving the video stream. It does help spread the Zen love, and it's not a small thing. It seems like, oh, it's just a like, but it actually helps the algorithm quite a bit and allows my channel to get in front of more people. So it gives them the opportunity to see my videos and participate and get readings and all sorts of fun stuff. So thanks for being part of that. All right. So Jojo, they're giving you cards already. Did you want a general reading? Is that why? They already know. They're like, here's the cards. Boom, 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 boom. So we'll see what your question is, or if it's a general reading, but they already have the setup here. They don't normally do that, but they're like, boom, boom, we know what she wants. So, whatever this is about, oh my gosh, yeah, there's definitely something about timing that comes in for your question here because you got the Temperance card and the Seven of Pentacles, which is about timing, right? The last thing that grows on the fruit tree is the fruit, the time that it takes for something to unfold, and um, this wonderful progression towards fruitfulness, and that everything is happening perfectly and in sync as it's moving forward here. Trust the timing, trust the process, trust that you're in the perfect time for the perfect you in this perfect moment right now. So I really like that energy coming in, and that when things feel like they're going slow on purpose. When things speed up, it didn't like the brakes didn't break like the brakes on a car. The brakes didn't break on your life and suddenly, oh God, it's out of control. Nope, it speeds up and slows down, always with a purpose, always with a purpose on the perfect timing. So I like that with being the underlying energy here. Yeah, I love that, Deb. For anyone with health things, telling your body, I'm grateful for my body's ability to heal. It's a very powerful self healing machine when we allow it to be, right? All right, Jojo. Well, the first card we got here for you, yep, you got your Leo energy. So we got the Strength card that's coming in here for you. And, the Leo energy is the courage. You have the courage, you have the strength. And this is an expression, this is your higher self with the infinity symbol. This is your human self. They're trying to open your mouth. It looks like they're trying to close it, but the energy I'm feeling is they're trying to open up your mouth, trying to bring it forward as well. Hey, Jojo, throw your question out there. I didn't see one, but they had cards already, so I jumped on in. So if you have a specific question, put it in here, because I feel like this piece they wanted you to know. You're like, perfect. So this is about getting you to open up your mouth to speak, to sing, to voice your gift, to voice your power, right? And because you've been given all of this and they're bringing back your, North Node Leo energy, that this is what you wanted to do. It's like when you chose the package, the vacation package of who this character that you were gonna be, so much of it included, this getting in front of people, this sharing in front of people with this energy. So I like that. You also have, yep, the Chariot and the Ace of Pentacles. So we got this movement to a new opportunity. Go, go, go energy of the Chariot, the ruler over all four horses, including the fire horse that's coming up for us for this next year in the Chinese zodiac. But this is the power of choice and this new opportunity. Something that they want to talk about with with whatever unfolds, like if you have an opportunity to do something, what holds us back is our fear of failure or our fear of what people will think. And, what if this doesn't work out? What if that doesn't work out? What if, right? But the whole thing is because why that drags us back is because growing up, we were given a lot of stories about what all these kind of situations would mean, right? If they happen, this is what they mean. Well, that's a story. Thank you for all the stories. I can use those in my acting career, right? but but the um the truth of it is that I get to choose what everything means. Thank you for your opinion and your suggestions, but I get to choose. And if I don't like your suggestions, I'm not going to take them. I'm going to choose what things mean. And that's the big power that kicks in, is that I get to choose. And then, so I'm gonna go leap forward. I'm gonna go do this. If it doesn't work out the way everyone thinks it should, I'm knowing that it's working out perfectly. I know I can choose that I'm gonna grow through everything. And when I'm headed off to live my dream, it doesn't matter. Nothing's a failure. Things are just steps. There's doors closing. I look at it as directions instead of failures. It's like, I'm heading that direction, something go, "Okay, I'm not supposed to go that direction, I'm gonna go this direction. Oh, look, that one worked. This is where I was to go." That saved me from something, like, this door won't open, well, there's a hungry lion behind it wanting to munch on us, or it's very hungry, it's gonna munch whatever walks through the door. So spirit goes, "Nope, not that one. Thank you," "Thank you. I'm moving on to the next thing." And when we look at life that way, it brings in, um that courage, because I know I get to define how everything unfolds. You have the 7 of Swords. Yeah, this would be the thoughts, that the stories that deceive us, that keep us and from doing things, and where we experience, um, we consider it loss because we lost an opportunity because our fears were, no, I can't do that. And so we don't get to do it. It's not like a failure. It's just, well, you could have, but we chose not to. And that's all right. We learn from it anyway. Because next time it comes up, because of how bad I felt, like, oh God, I should have done that. And the next one that comes up, I'm definitely going to go for it. Right. So we still learn from it, and it can springboard us. Below the surface of that one, we do have the Hanged Man, which is part of our transformation. It is about seeing things from a different perspective coming in there. So it's exactly what we're talking about. Yeah, but up after that, you have the Fool card, which is the beginning of a new adventure, free of expectations and full of possibilities. Instead of restrictions of the 7 of Swords, we got rid of those, going, "Screw those things. I'm gonna move forward. I'm gonna, allow myself a restart." Yeah, and the Page of Wands underneath that, which is my power of action. I'm the one. Things are not just going to fall in my lap. They very rarely do in humanity, because it's a lot about our energy. Our energy will draw things to us. But there's also that action of, like the magician, of stepping forward and purposely living, intentionally living, and intentionally acting instead of intentionally acting. That's funny. Having action, right? Instead of just going with the flow and seeing what unfolds. Because then we kind of just blah, 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 but this is about stepping in and stepping out. And I like this. I feel like there's something that's coming up where it's like it feels scary stepping off the cliff into a new adventure, but here it comes. And I feel like it's like, yeah, I'm going to take the chance. What's the worst that could happen? I could die. No, probably not. But even if so, well, I had a blast, next time around, let's do it again, but because you're not afraid of death. So it's like, what are we afraid of? It's like, yeah, I'm always going to be able to move through it and maneuver and learn and grow, right? And then your last card here, yeah, Ace of Cups, follow your heart. You came here, you have all the love that you need inside of you. You have everything in here already. This lifetime is just, it's all about above and beyond extra. I don't have to become something. This is about expressing and being like, how do I want to express this love inside of me with the world in my own special, unique way? So I like this for you. So hopefully that resonated there for you. You're like, yeah, that's great. That sounds good. Go with that. See what your fortune cookies bring in here too. Put these cards away. All right. Yeah, I like this. The beautiful butterflies on the bottom of here. Ready to head off to blossoms. So what else for Jojo? Okay, nope. All right, nope, none of that either. All right. They said they would show me the right one here. Yep. I like it. Take out the trash. Wow. So it's time to get rid of the people and things that no longer serve you and hold you back from your true life purpose. That's what it says. I want it to focus. Focus, focus. I want you to be able to see it. Please, please, please. You can read it, right? So there you go. Time to release the stuff that doesn't serve your true life purpose, including if you're, they keep on bringing up the move, the move, the move, right? Yeah. I like it. Haters suck. Don't let trash opinions impact your self-worth. Oh my god, I got to hold these up together. Because what are the chances two completely different decks talking about take out the trash, take out the trash, take out the trash? I love it. There's this cute little raccoon. I was just looking at it. So like a little stuffed raccoon, and it says, on it, because it talks about trash too. That's why they're bringing it up. Let me grab it really quick here. Oops, stop. There it is. Yeah, see, it's a little raccoon. It's a positive raccoon, and it says, "I may be a tiny raccoon." Can you see it? You can see the raccoon. It says, "But I believe in you. Go do your thing. If trash can, so can you." So there's that trash again. I love it. Anyway, so that's what they have for you, my dear. So many blessings to you. All right. I love how spirit just brings all these things together. All right. So I think that's it for donation. So cheers, cheers, everybody. We'll dive into free readings here in a sec. Just take a sip here. And see, make sure here. I don't think anyone else came in. Got everyone on the list. So make sure. Yep. I think we are good to go. I know. I love that for you. Go, go, go. But there's something about a move coming up for you. And it's like, yeah, I'm ready to let the old go. And I feel like that's why you're having a hard time finding somewhere to live where you're living, because you're kind of being nudged to look elsewhere to the place that you are wanting to go to, and to be open to what are ways that that can happen. Is there some sort of um it's like a group home. No, not necessarily a group home, but like an actors guild somewhere where a lot of people that are wanting to do that, they have a big dorm kind of thing where, you can afford to go or something like that. Ah, okay, very good. So where's your heart drawing you to, right? So I like that. Alrighty. So let us dive into free readings here. We've up first, we got user PC. So user PC, here is your timestamp. Boom, boom, boom. And you wanted a general reading. Let's take a look here and see what do we have for your reading here. Well, they do want that one. Oh, here's the other one. All right. And you've got the Knight of Cups and the Eight of Pentacles. So another, I feel like you got a love reading here the last couple times, at least within the last couple times, it feels like. But the Eight of Pentacles is you have been putting in the blood, the sweat, the tears around your self love and on the quest for your self love, which has been speeding things up. Like before the Eight of Pentacles, of course, is the Seven of Pentacles. Aren't you proud? I know my math. I know my numbers. So Seven of Pentacles is about last thing that grows on the fruit tree is the fruit, kind of slow energy. But this is saying that you've been putting in that reflection energy on your self love, getting rid of thoughts and beliefs that don't serve you anymore, you know, emotions and relationships with people that don't serve you anymore, things in your physical world that don't serve you anymore, maybe some purging of stuff, doing some spring cleaning, um, and energetic, letting go of energies that don't serve you anymore. And all that has been bringing and allowing you to rise in your love energy, your self love energy, which speeds things up. And that's what they're bringing in here. It's like they're saying, you've been doing this, you're in that transformation, and it's allowing things to transform more quickly. And any kind of period of time that you have felt that someone will be coming in, it's sooner and sooner and sooner with that. So I like that for you. Your fortune cookie here, we're going to give you a rebel card. Here it is. Yeah, I like it. I feel like this is what you've been learning is not to take things so personally, other people's actions. Not everything is about you. Go for a walk and stop obsessing. I like that. I feel like this is what you've been learning is other people's actions weren't about me, they were telling me about them, what I was experiencing and thinking and feeling about them is about me, a mirror for me. So it's like, okay, I'm really, I'm learning that other people's actions aren't about me. I feel like that's a big thing for you that's coming in here. So I like that. All right. So that's what they have for you, user PC. Hey, Jojo. Yeah, I'll grab that for your free reading here. The unicorn. All right. All right. Then we have Maria M9P, or there's your donation. I'll use it for that. All right. So, Maria, a general for tomorrow. Let's see what we got here. Okay. We got that and that here. What do we have going on for tomorrow? Tomorrow feels like it's a growth energy, that's coming in here. We've got the 7 of Swords is about our own mindset and thoughts and beliefs. It's also about like betrayal fears and being lied to fears. And the 10 of Pentacles is a relationship card. And I feel like tomorrow feels like there's this you're facing some of these old thoughts and beliefs, these fears around someone not being honest, someone doing things behind your back, and I feel like there is some of that bubbling up, and I feel like that this really has a lot to do. I don't know if you're in a relationship right now. What I'm picking up with all this is that this is old stuff rising up because of someone that maybe you're interested in or in the process of getting to know. and things are sparking, right? Ripples from past are bubbling up, which of course isn't fair to this new person, right? But our inner child's in our mind, this alert system we have is when it sees something similar, even though it doesn't mean, that that's what that means, we have this correlation that when that happened, all this happened. So that triggers this stuff. But that can be independent. That doesn't have to mean that they'll cheat and that they'll this and they'll lie and whatever. It's just an observation. And I feel like there can be this kind of separate kind of energy that comes in here. But I feel like there's a lot of growth in whatever pops up, of course, is always for us. Whenever we are triggered, and we're not triggered by other people's actions create the environment where we are triggered. So people don't trigger us, we're triggered on the inside. Our trigger goes off. And that has nothing to do with them. That's all about us. Our triggers are ours, but theirs triggers are theirs. But our triggers are ours. And that's when we can look at it and you can transform through it too. So I like that for you. Let's see what your fortune cookie is here. All right. Yeah, I like this. You are not alone. You are not alone. You are not alone. They repeated it 3 times, but they emphasized it. First of all, they're like, "You're not alone. You are not alone. You are not alone." So there you go. That's what they have for you, Maria. So many blessings to you. All right, Jojo, thank you so much. So that is not a free reading. That is a donation. All right. So thank you for that. We'll jump up here. And your timestamp is 57:25. Here are both of yours here, right here. And we'll give that a love and a like there. So you want to know, do you have a personal unicorn guide? I know, right? Look, I'm so proud of you. Not the old O. Yeah, cheers to you. All right, so let's take a look here. But you can always ask. There's never any judgment for me. I don't blame people for wanting to know things because it's always for us to learn and grow from. So if you ever do, don't feel like you can't. I'll never judge. All right, let's see here. Obviously, you do have one. It's funny because on the bottom of the deck, you've got the unicorn here. This whole rebel deck has the unicorns on the back of the cards, and they're just like staring at me when you asked your question. I'm like, yeah, you do. But it's funny because that little like the unicorn busters, like Ghostbusters has that little symbol. They're like, oh yes, you do have a personal unicorn, but I ain't no ordinary unicorn. I'm a unicorn, but I'm not. And I'm like, "Okay, what does that mean?" We'll see what comes in here, um, and we'll find out because we do have the 7 of Pentacles, which is a slow energy. Oh, no. They're like, "No, no, it's the other meaning." Oh, it's, when one fruit is not like another, right? Even less curious. I love it. But it's like, "No, no, no." It's like when we have, like, the fruit, and we're like, "That's not the fruit, it's a different fruit." They're like, "Oh, yeah. I'm a fruit, I'm a unicorn, but I'm a definitely a different type of unicorn." It's like a kiwi and an apple, they're both fruit, but they're very different. And so, of course, your unicorn would be very different. And they're like, "Yeah, I'm very different." So, let's see here. What are the differences? What are you trying to tell me here? We got the Aries energy of the Emperor and the Ace of Cups energy here that comes in. The wings are really standing out here for me. and it's like, oh, a firebird, which would be like a phoenix, but I'm a phoenix unicorn, and that's how I'm different. Oh, it's interesting because what they're showing me is they're like, every time I burn down, um, like a phoenix, eventually catches fire and burns down to ashes, every time I rise from the ashes again, I'm a different unicorn because I don't like being normal. Yeah, a Pegasus unicorn or something, right? So they definitely, I feel like they have, you know, wings, because they like to fly, but they're like, but I'm a phoenix unicorn." And the not only do I have the wings, but it's the rising again and rebirth over and over. I become a different unicorn each time, a different type, because I just I don't wanna it's like I don't wanna wear the same outfit. I don't wanna be the same unicorn over and over again. Below the surface, yeah, the perfect unicorn that fits the perfect moment. So, the King of Cups is like the what fits like a glove for the moment. So, um, whenever I need to be something else, I catch on fire, I blaze out. No, I flame out. That's funny. I flame out, and then, I burn down, and then I rise as the unicorn that's needed for the next adventure. So, I recreate myself. You can call me Madonna. That's funny. Call me Madonna. This is so funny. And then we've got the Knight of Cups and the Ace of Wands. Yeah, they're along for the adventure of for self-love. And this makes sense here. I feel like they are very involved with, if not the fire elemental spirit guide for you in this lifetime. They very are much in uh behind every adventure that comes in for it here. And so I like that they're here. Yeah, and then the moon underneath. They definitely help you dive deep here with the Knight of Cups. They assist with each of the elemental spirit guides. And that's interesting because um, when I was looking at uh, and chatting with my elemental spirit guides, and I'm like, all right, the earth elemental physical guide, my physical guide, elemental spirit guide is over my physical body. All right, I understand that. And the emotional water element is over my emotions, and the air elemental spirit guides over my mind and knowledge and learning. And I'm like, well, what do you do? Fire elemental spirit guides, because it's like we have the three um like our inner children. We've got the emotional inner child, 7 years old and younger, the mental, 7 to 14, the physical, 14 to 21, and I asked, "Where are you, fire elemental spirit guide?" And like, "I was there in the beginning when you were formed. I was the passion, the spark, and then I'm the rest of your life from 21 on, I'm in charge of that." So, I'm actually there all along through it all. I am within everything. And that makes sense with this, what he's coming, he or she, how they are coming through, because they are, saying I'm involved in every step. And especially with this, is they're helping you eradicate some of the old emotions that don't serve you anymore and helping you on your self love adventure. Yeah, I figured. Well, so they're the fire here with your mental, with the Ace of Swords. So a lot of your mental clarity, discovering things, learning and growth, and the Chariot card underneath that with movement energy. I do feel like they're gonna, don't be afraid to ask them for clarity on where to move. Let it become very clear to me. Bring the clarity around where is the the place I can go that's most conducive for my adventure, for my why I wanted to, be this Leo blazing, energy, which makes sense too with you being a Leo fire. They're like, "Oh yeah, baby. I'm in charge. I'm like your agent." So we'll get you there. And we got the Page of Cups coming in with the Justice card too. Again, there's this both of the emotions and the mind coming in here is I will bring you clarity so that you can take action in the outside world. I'll bring you all the information, but you are the one that gets to decide physically where you go. But I'll give you the deets, I'll give you the details on some ideas that come in, and I feel like they've already been giving you some things, but I feel like they will bring clarity around which ones are um, the most enjoyable path. Doesn't mean it's going to be the less difficult path, but it's going to be the most enjoyable path for you. Let's see what else they have here. Your inner wisdom compass. Yeah, suck it up. I like it. Suck it up, buttercup. We all make mistakes and we can't always have things our way. Now that you know that, what are you going to do about it? Let's go, let's go, let's go. Let's see what else we have here. Yeah, and then let's see what his or there. And I say his as it's like more of a they. Yeah, like don't roll your eyes. It says disrespect, microaggressions, and rudeness just piss people off. Keep your attitude in check. I like that. Keep your attitude of gratitude, right? So I love this. What else were they gonna say here? Has something to do with what are you gonna do now? What are you gonna do now? What are you gonna do now? Yeah, it's up to you. What are you gonna do now? I don't know. I feel like they were gonna say something else, but they're just like, "Oh, not yet." It's like they almost, I felt like they were gonna say something and they were just like, "Wait, not yet. Let's give it a day or 2." 'Cause I feel like they're like, "Yeah, they're giving you a lot of signs," but they were like, uh, whatever they were gonna tell you. It's like this anticipation. I like this because 'cause they're like, "I've got a secret. I'll tell you in a bit." And you're like, "Why are you doing that to me?" But it's that anticipation feeling they want you to feel because that is the energy that helps you. Is like, "I've got a secret. I'm gonna tell you here very soon." And you're like, "What is it?" It makes it almost like exciting for waiting for Christmas morn or something, right? Well, you can yeah, I have a present, but you can only open it on Christmas morning. You're like, "Oh my gosh. Oh, I can't wait." And it's that excitement energy that's coming in. So, I like that for you. All right, my dear, that's what they have for you. I love it. I love it. Madonna. Call me Madonna because I'm constantly always changing my theme and my look. Strike a pose. All right, so that's what they have, my dear. Many blessings to you. I think that was it for donations. So we'll jump back in here. So up next for free readings, we've got Dollface Diva. We've got 10938. What an interesting unicorn. All right, Dollface Diva General. What do they want you to know right now? Okay, I do want this one and this one. You got the Fool card in the Page of Swords. Yeah, it's time here. There is this, this Page of Swords energy is new information, new clarity. that comes in here. And it's this Ace of Swords is a gift that is given. And the full card is this energy. It's the zero, right? The first card in the major arcana, which is letting go of a lot of expectations. And it's a world of possibilities. And I feel like with this Page of Swords being a gift, it's allowing you to cut away a lot of these expectations, a supposed to be, a should be, a need to be, a have to be, a must be from the past. And it's freeing you, it's allowing you possibilities. It's allow you to see things as possibilities that you wouldn't before because of those limitations. Now you've been expanding and feel like they're celebrating these that you've let go and that there's more to let go of. And it just opens up your world to a ton of more possibilities. So I like that for you. And I feel like that's what's coming in here, and then just it's like a good reminder just to continue to the more we cut away those expectations, the more possibilities and items that we, um, opportunities we see unfold. Your fortune cookie is watch who you hang with. They have influence over you. So choose your friends wisely. It's like kind of letting go. Like, well, I really am supposed to hang around with them. I've known him since grade school or kindergarten, so I really should hang out with him. You're like, no, people change, and that's okay that I don't need to spend as much time with them as I feel like I'm supposed to. It's like this good release energy. So I like that for you, Diva. That's what they have for you. Many blessings to you. It's not fair making her wait. I know. That's why they're like they don't tell me things that, normally they don't tell me things that aren't to be said because they know that I, um, will just tell you. That's why they're like, "Nope, we're not giving it to you." I'm like, "Oh, come on." And I actually I feel like back there's some time I remember what it was. Because someone asked me if their girlfriend was pregnant, and they told me the answer right away, but then they told me I couldn't tell them, and I'm like, "Why are you doing that to me?" Um, and, um, and so I gave them the message that they wanted me to give them about, "Well, your reaction is what's gonna be the biggest thing. If they tell you they are, how you react is gonna be it. If they tell you they aren't, your reaction's gonna totally determine how you guys move forward." And, they had told me no, just so you know. See, I can't give you a secret. And I said, I don't like that." I go, "Only tell me things that you want me to say. If you don't want me to tell them, then I don't need to know." So that's why. So anyway, just thought I'd share that with everyone there. Hey, Leslie, happy Friday to you. Good to see you. Right, up next we do have Maria P. So Maria, thank you so much for your donation earlier. This is for your free reading. Boom, boom. And you wanted a general for you and Wally. All right, let's take a look here. Thank you. What else? And this one here. All right. I like this combination because it's not sneaky, but it is sneaky. They're making some plans, just so that you know. And but they're keeping it a secret with that 7 of swords. And because they have a surprise coming for you, but they don't wanna spoil the surprise. But here's that anticipation energy that they just, uh, tickled JoJo with too. But it's like, there's a and I can't tell you what it is, but they have this plan, this secret plan, for you. It's a positive thing, but they're like, um, "We're not gonna tell you." But I feel like it's important to know that they do, um they like being sneaky and surprising you with some things. So, I like that. Yeah, I like this here. Your fortune cookie is you're missing the signs. What's life trying to tell you? Pay attention. So I love it. It feels like it's positive signs. They're giving you positive things. You have a lot of people on the other side that are doing this and letting you know some wonderful, beautiful things for your life. Um, but they're saying that you're caught up in the noise, so you're missing the signs that they're giving you. So they're like, calm down, breathe, step back, you'll see the signs. And they're positive signs. So that's what they have for you, Maria. Many blessings to you. Yeah, I know. You have to be a great actor, right? And that's the whole thing is I probably could be a great actor if I'm intentionally need to show expressions in that, but also I know that my face doesn't hide things very well. So, it's like, uh, people can tell right away. It's like they say something, I can sense my face change, and I'm like, "You just saw my face, right?" And they're like, "Yeah, it kinda scared me." I'm like, "Sorry," because it was like, "Oh, I don't like that." And in fact, a friend of mine, Spirit she was telling me all this stuff that was going on in her life, and Spirit kept on telling me, "Tell her to grow up." And I'm like, "I'm not gonna tell her that." And they kept getting louder. "Tell her she needs to grow up." And I'm like, "Mm-mm." And I'm sitting talking to her, and finally she just stops. I gotta put my cup down. She stops and goes, "What? What are they telling you to tell me? Because I could tell you're struggling." And I'm like, "What? Oh, no." And I'm like, "I don't wanna tell you." She goes, "Just tell me." And I go, "They're telling you to grow up." And she's like, "Oh, I need to hear that." So it was funny because my face, they're like, "Nope, hides nothing. You can just tell." All right, fun, fun. All right, let's continue on. It's must be story time with Brother Zen tonight. All right, Patricia, you are up. Just feel extra chatty today. What is this about? Maybe it's the Mercury going into Pisces. I'm just sharing all sorts of stuff. All right, so let's take a look here, Patricia. You wanted guidance for this weekend? Yeah, you got the Judgment card and the Ace of Cups. So there is this energy. It's like your higher self calling you, trumpet, trumpet, come on. With the Ace of Cups, they're drawing you to follow your heart and not to fall into, letting your mind decide what to do. Because then we fall into safety, we fall into stagnancy, we fall into existing and living up to expectations. Bleh, right. This is other thing here is following your heart makes you feel like you're living and it's taking you in a direction that's more in alignment with how you want to express your true self into the world in your own special unique way. It's not about, um, doing this trying to please people and trying to not be punished and have people's praise. It's just blah blah blah, right? So I feel like that's what they have there for you. um so that's for the weekend, is follow your heart. Your fortune cookie says you're grumpy. Drink some water, eat something, take a shower, go to sleep. Says the world will look different when you wake up. I feel like they're saying that when you're following your mind, you're grumpy. When you follow your heart, you're happy or dopey or Doc, one of the other seven dwarfs. You're not grumpy though. So that's what they have for you, Patricia. Hopefully that helps. Many blessings to you. Hey, Leslie, what day is your birthday next week? Oh, the 12th. So that would be Thursday. So fun, fun. I will be here as far as I know. I will be live on the evening of my birthday because it's just another day after. Yeah, I'll be 59, 5'9". So after that many birthdays, it just becomes like every other day. Of course, as I mentioned yesterday, I do celebrate the entire year. I don't wait for my birthday month or my birthday week or my birthday day. I celebrate all year long, so it's like a continual party. All right. So thanks for asking. All right. Up next, we got Ankita Moore. Ankita, here's your timestamp. Boom, boom, boom. And should you wait for Abhishek to come talk to you? Let's take a look here and see what we have going on here. All right. Yeah, I feel like that would be a yes. You got the 6 of Cups, which is someone returning back, and the Empress is Mother Nature, Mother Nurture. Just focus on yourself, nurture yourself, focus on your growth, anything that happened in between the 2 of you or not, what was said or not said, what happened or not happened. Whatever is bubbling up inside of you, this Empress card is about. It's time for you to focus in on you and nurture yourself and let them come to you. You don't need to go to them, but look at what's going on inside of you, because everything that's going on is for you to learn about you. So you don't have to worry about going pursuing them. You have enough to work with right now before interacting with them more here in the future. But I feel like they will come towards you, but after you do your inner work, what you're wanting to learn from it. So the more you do that, the faster it is that they'll come towards you. The less that you work on self reflection, the longer it takes for them to come forward. So that is what they have for that. Let's give you your fortune cookie too. Yeah, believe what you see. I like it. The way people treat you, sorry, it's blurry. The way people treat you is their choice and never your fault. They are showing you who they are. Wow. So very powerful with your reflection with Abhishek. It's, you know, don't um wipe away how they've been acting, going, "Well, that's not them." Like, what does it say? When people show you who they are, believe them the first time, right? I know for me, I used to fall for the potential of who someone could be, and I'd wipe past a lot of people's actions because I'm like, "Oh, but this is who they could be." And they're like, "That don't mean that's what they're gonna be." They're being who they are. Believe who they're showing you right now, because that's who they are right now. There's no guarantee they're gonna change. So, look at people for who they are now, right? So, I like that for you. Right? That's what they got for you, Ankita. Oh, Deb, Deb, yeah, you're gonna ask 59 or 60. I was gonna say, "What do you think I look it?" How rude. But then I know you know me. Yep, the big 60 is next year. And you realize, so I've been on Earth for almost 59 years. I'm working on my 60th year. uh, you know, after your birthday, the next day you're working on the next age. So it's always fun. I'm excited though. I can't believe it's been almost 6 decades, but it flies by so fast. Can't believe it's February 6th already. It feels like it was just January 1st. All right, we'll continue on here. See, I'm just like blah blah blah. All right, so we've got Fairy Tale Nihal. You are up. So Fairy Tale, here is your timestamp. You look marvelous. All right, so Neil, you're asking the feelings of AM after your messages to him and his energy towards you. All right. Yeah, it does go by fast, right, Leslie? It's just like zoom, zoom, zoom. I think it's the energy of the art, this time in humanity too. So the feelings after the messages here, we got the temperance. We've got taking my time, balancing things, kind of going back and forth, looking at the emotions, trying to see how I feel about it is that kind of energy that's coming in. So I feel like they're kind of weighing out. their feelings. They kinda have some of this, but then they have some of this, and then they have some of this, but some of this. Just feel like it's kind of going back and forth between, you know, higher vibration and then lower vibration and higher vibration and lower vibration. So happy, sad, happy, angry, likes what they're hearing, and it feels nice, and then, oh, but then there's just a lot going on inside of them that has nothing to do with you, with their our emotions, right? Because things just happen in the outside world, but we're like, you know, that kicks in. So very interesting. His energy towards you actually got two cards for this. The first one is the High Priestess, which is this, energy of wanting to step back and see things from a different perspective, wanting to be alone, wanting to have this time to think and look at their emotions and understand what's going on. Underneath it all, they have the 10 of Pentacles, though, too, which is an energy of abundance and relationship and partnership and all of that comes in there too. So it makes sense. That kind of feels like they're going back and forth, weighing things out, trying to figure things out. Um, but I feel like, did we have energy with them before? Like they're kind of in this trying to figure my life out. I don't understand what I want, what I don't want, and I'm confused. And that just flows out into every area of their life, including any interactions with you. It's not, I don't feel like it's exclusive to what's going on between the two. I feel like their entire life feels like this. I don't know what I want to do for work and career and education and where I want to live, what I want to do, who I want to be, blah, blah, blah. Who am I? Kind of energy. So hopefully that resonates there. Fairy tale, that's what they have for you, my dear. So many blessings to you. Oops. Let me undo that. What did I just do? Oh, I undid. Uh-oh. Did I not put? Oh, it is there. I must have erased something. Hold on a sec here. I'm putting down your timestamp. Somehow I erased it. All right. So that's what they have. Oh, and your fortune cookie. Mustn't forget that. I like it. Your brain is incredible. Keep learning how it works. Embrace your unique mind and embrace your unique perspective on things too. But be open minded too. Be open minded to learn, realizing not everyone is like you and not everyone thinks things the same as you do. And when we realize that, we stop expecting people to do and be who we think they should be when we're like, "Oh, you're an alien from a different planet." We're all aliens from different planets because we all grew up differently in our own little worlds. So everyone is different. Everyone reacts and thinks things differently than us. And when you look at the world as everyone's an alien, and I don't know what it is like on their planet, we get curious and we look into that. So very interesting, right? All right, so that's what they have for you, fairy tale. Many blessings to you. Right. Jojo, thank you here. You're like, all right. Okay, okay. I only have one question. Do I read for myself? Yeah, actually I do. Um, Great question, Leslie. I read, I would say probably every day. I'll grab a tarot card or um, you know, an oracle card or, something along those lines. If I'm not doing a tarot reading or an oracle reading, I'm when I go for my walks each day, I intentionally connect with the Earth Mother and my elemental spirit guides, and then I have animals that pop in, a lot of animal guides as I'm walking, and I chat with them. So in conversation, I'm very blessed to be able to be living the way I am right now, and to where I don't have to put my energy into like a 9 to 5 job. So I'm so grateful for my host that she lets me live here, um, because it allows me to kind of walk in spirit a lot more than I ever have in my life, and I'm so grateful for it. I like it. But I am old, so that's one of the benefits. And not in a relationship. And I'm grateful of my relationship with myself and, with my spiritual team. That's enough for me right now. All right. So let's jump in here. Jojo, 13030. Here is for your third question. I know. I just say that for some reason. I don't know even why I say it. But here, let's give that a love and a like here, Jojo. So your only question you have about O that you've been wondering, has he been thinking about you or has he been busy with the new girl? Let's take a look here. So, has he been thinking about you? So, I'm hearing in my they're playing that is it Phil Collins? I ain't missing you at all. But they were saying, I'm not thinking of you at all since you've been gone." They're, like, making up the words, but they're also laughing because they're like, obviously, they weren't thinking about, like, I think it was Phil Collins, whoever the singer was. Obviously, they weren't thinking about him at all while they made a song about him. They're just like, uh, "The actions don't match the words." So I feel like, they've been thinking about the good times with the 10 of cups on the bottom. They have a lot of joy, um, but I feel like they're thinking about the good times with you here. Let's see what else we have here. Yeah, you got both of the relationship cards, 10 of cups and 10 of pentacles coming in here. And they did, 10 being the endings energy. So they have been thinking about that, and also with the Queen of Swords, which is a, energy of, you know, um, seeing how what in their mind, what a great fit you guys were. At least they felt, and they're seeing that. And I feel like they are comparing this new person to you, and they're realizing, what great joy we had, and how fulfilling I thought it could be, and how great it was, how we could be together, kind of energy. Yeah, because we have the King of Cups. The King of Cups and the Queen of Swords, both of those are compatible energies. Queen of Swords rules over the mind with the swords, with the king. Behind the scenes cups. The King of Cups has cups, and behind the scenes swords. That's why there's this compatibility that's there, right? Beneath the surface, they've got the Queen of Cups and the Eight of Pentacles. So on the with all this thinking and everything that they're doing here, the Eight of Pentacles represents a lot of work, a lot of blood, sweat, and tears, and the Queen of Cups is, um, I feel like you're very intuitive. They know you're very intuitive, and they know that they couldn't, like, put the blinds over your eyes. They couldn't fool you, and so even though they like, everything could be so perfect if you if you could just not read me. Because you could tap into their emotions, you could tap in, and you understand it, and they're like, it it also is that you challenge them to better themselves, and I feel like that's a big piece of why they feel like you're such a good match for them, but they also I don't feel like they were ready for all that. They weren't ready to be vulnerable. They weren't ready to be exposed, having their emotions naked in front of you, and the 8 of Pentacles is, you know, this you're changing, you're evolving, and they're like, "I feel like I would have to do that too, and that's a lot of work." Yeah, bullshit you, yeah, exactly, right? You could see right through it. You're just like, "Shenanigans." I got a new shirt, has a raccoon on it, and it says, "If I shenan once, I shall shenanigan." Yeah, and they do, there's this 5 of Wands, which is a lot of fire and conflict energy in the Page of Cups. So, I mean, obviously, they've been thinking about you here, but the 5 of Wands, what I'm seeing is like, um, to this, like, it's gold. For gold to get purified, the heat gets turned up, and then the dross, the impurities bubble to the top. They scoop it off. They turn up the heat more of it rises. They scoop it off. They turn it up more. Just the heat gets more and more and more and more through it all. And that's the heat is too much for them. And that's what they weighed it out. And at the time, they were like, this is not worth the higher love. I can't take it. And I feel like that's a big piece of it all there. But they're realizing when they're settling for someone who's not challenging, that how stagnant and no, it's not boring, but it'd be like that kind of energy, stagnant, and it just grows old fast, kind of energy. So let's see what the fortune cookie brings in too. Yeah. Hatred, hatred. Hatred is like a cancer. It destroys you from the inside out. Yeah. Well, I feel like they're realizing that, they're like, I like the challenge. They also like drama, you know. They haven't like, separated those out, there. Um, but I feel like they like the growth and that, but they also like drama. They also are attracted to conflict. And there's a difference between the two, right? Let's see what your fortune cookie brings in here. Yeah, I like that. Education before romance. It says, no matter what happens with love, no one can take away your education, training, or degrees. You support yourself. It's all about learning before the romance. And so they were a stepping stone. I don't feel like you guys are to be together, I just feel like they learned a lot through it all, and you learned a lot through it all, and I feel like they're not, like, together, because I feel like, they are trying not to get back into old cycles, but they're realizing, I don't wanna keep doing what I've always done, and that's what this other person is, and you were unique, like a unique unicorn called Madonna. You're like, "I don't wanna be that. That's not me. I'm not gonna fall into that." And they liked it that you were different and that you were all of that, you know, but they're just like, "That's too much. I can't handle it." And so they reverted and settled back to what they would normally do, but it's like they haven't gone fully into it because they don't want to experience that. So that's what's coming in there for you. I know, right? A unique unicorn named Madonna. They just your whole spirit team is just a hoot. They're hilarious. So cheers to you, my dear. That's what they have for you. Thank you for your multiple donations. I appreciate those. I would have it no other way. All right. So, Leslie, thank you so much for your donation. Here is your time stamp. Boom, boom. There you go. Yeah, they changed it to your number one. Yeah, I love that we can all connect to the upper world, and so thank you. You like a message from Joe? Absolutely. Got here. Very good. All right, let's see here. Do we want these? Must feel like they want one of these. Um, I've got these cards over here. Oh, wait, over here, and I feel like they just want me to reach down and grab a deck without knowing what it is. They're like, "Yeah, just go back there and grab this. Let's see what we have here." Oh, okay. So it's actually from an oracle deck called Healing the Inner Child. So let's see what we got here. I love this little on the back of the cards here. I feel like I need to show you this little star shining bright down here. What are they sitting on here? Looks like they're sitting on top of a giraffe that has star tattoos on its neck. Were they tall with tattoos on their neck? That's funny. All right, let's take a look here. So, what do you have for us, Joe? What message from the inner child? All right. Yeah, like, no. It was funny. All right. Resource. Beautiful card here. Card number 40. Going to zoom in a little more here. See if it'll focus in. Maybe not. All right. So as clear as it's going to get there. Some reason it's not doing that, but it is card 40. So let's see what this is here. So the invitation says, for many of us, perfectionism, shame, and unworthiness are companions on this life journey. Asking for help can remind us of our vulnerability and limitation as a human being, and it can be overwhelming. This card, or Joe, invites you to rest and lean into the resources within and all around you. Nobody can do it alone. The gift and the curse of childhood are the inherent dependence on others for survival. As we grow up, we push this awareness of our vulnerability away because of the wounding it caused and what it cost us, our authenticity. We move through our life holding on to too much, striving to do it all out of fear of becoming dependent again. One of the deepest resources we have is our connection to our essence. Offer yourself the gift of bowing to your own infinite wisdom. This card, or Joe, reminds you it's time to receive support from the resources around you and within you. We can only give what we allow ourselves to receive. Wow, it's pretty powerful, right? The inner child says, what resources did you have as a child? Did you suck your thumb or hug a special stuffed animal? Was there a caregiver you could run to who would hold you and comfort you? Feel into what your younger self needs from you at this moment. Do they want to show you or remind you of something? Well, right. As you hold your younger self in your lap, tell them it is safe to ask and it is safe to receive. Nothing you do can make you lose my love. Wow, powerful. a journey if you choose to accept it, says, resting your awareness within, allow yourself to arrive in the most beautiful place you've ever seen. Look around and invite your body and mind to relax into the space and receive nourishment simply from being there. If you enjoy sitting back on your heels in child's pose, just just as the image of the card. So that's child's pose. It's where you're there you go. Now it zooms in. Thank you. So if you enjoy sitting back on your heels in child's pose, allow yourself a few breaths relaxing in this posture. After noticing the sights, the sounds, the smells, and sensations of being in this place in nature, call in a resource. Watch what or who steps into the space. This resource could be a person, an animal, a spirit guide, or a sensation. Connect with it and allow yourself to receive support from this resource. It might come closer to you or speak words of wisdom, or it might offer you a soothing sensation. Be receptive, slowing your breath and relaxing your body. With this resource supporting you, allow ease and spaciousness to fill your being right here, right now. You have everything you need. You are everything you ever needed. Wow, powerful, right? It's funny. Um, it's like when I was saying like an animal coming in, I feel like Joe came running in as a little black colored um, Scottish Scottish terrier. Those are the ones like with the little kind of beard, right? They have like a little poosh, a little poof. But he showed himself running in as a Scottish terrier, little black one, saying, "Here I am. I can be your resource." So I love that. What a beautiful message. Powerful. Wow. He was Scott. Oh, so his name was Scott? And he went by Joe? Or he was Scottish, you mean? That's funny. So he came as a Scottish terrier. Oh, that is hilarious. That's funny how he goes, "I need to give you a message so you know it's me. It really is me." And I love that. A Scottish terrier. You gotta love it. Alright, let's see what your fortune cookie brings in here too. What else did he want? You don't know? None of those? Alright, here we go. Yep, flexibility. Sometimes it's just best to go with the flow. Everything in life is not always going to go your way. Bend, but don't break. And you're looking for a dog. Maybe he will, maybe he's out there as a Scottish Terrier. You're like, "I don't want one. I don't want a Scottish Terrier." No, you don't have to get that. But that's funny. I love that. And then let's see what your rebel card is here. Yeah. You are in charge of creating your life. Where do you see yourself next week? Where do you see yourself in 10 years? Boom, boom, boom. I love it. That's what they have for you, Leslie. Thank you so much for your donation. I love what a sense of humor too. That is just great. So many, many blessings to you. So beautiful. All right. Let's see here. I don't think we had anyone else. So we've got here. Hey, Laura. Good to see you. Hello, hello. Thank you so much for your donation. Let's grab your timestamp. Ooh, 149.49. Look at that. Repeating numbers. And we'll give your donation a love and a like. Thank you so much for that. And a message from your spirit team. Much love and gratitude. Same to you. You are very welcome, Leslie. I love it. It's like, wow. Powerful, powerful energies. All right, let's take a quick sip here. Cheers, cheers to you. I don't want to take a drink, and this air escaped. It was like, it's like spirit is coming out. All right, let's take a look here. Laura, so message from your spirit team. What do they want you to know right now? All right. I do want that one. I do want that one. I do want these four. I do want these two and this one. Yep. All right. Very good. So let's scooch these. Oh, there was a hidden one under those four. So it was actually five that came out together, but there was a secret one. We'll see what that's about. All right. Do I want? Well, I feel like I do want to go to the bottom of the deck first. Got the Six of Pentacles energy coming in. We do have a Libra moon tonight, and this balancing energy of the Six of Pentacles just feels like there's this, I don't know, like a back to basics energy, like simplify things. It's almost like they show me like a scale that was here, the scales. Hey Laura, I'm glad you're here. And there's all this stuff piled on it. And it's like just take everything off, balance the scales, make sure the scales without anything on them are balanced, and then start taking and specifically choose what you're putting on your plate to stay balanced. It's almost like you have to kind of let me just get rid of everything and then let me only put back on and invest my energy in things that I am intentionally investing my energy in. So it's kind of like this energetic type of evaluation or, looking at it to determine what it is that I'm wanting to do. So I like that as a good starting point here. Oh, you like that? Yeah, it's a beautiful, I love it. It's here, I'll give you a closer look. It's green and reds, and it's huge. I don't forget how many ounces it is, but it's a lot. I have to take a sip. All right. So let's see. You have two cards next to each other. Let's see what this is. Yeah, we got the King of Swords. This is the master of the story. King of Swords rolls over the mind, but all the kings get a second portion of swords, which makes them the master of thinking, the master of the mind and air energy. But one of the big things that they are is the master of storytelling, like because our mind is the one that determines what story it puts to whatever we're experiencing. Because the stuff in the outside world just is until it gets in here, and then we create a story about what that means, right? So this is the master storyteller. Next to it, yeah, we have the Five of Swords, which is the change of mindset, a change of story that's coming in. So it makes sense with them both coming out next to each other here. It is this changing of what it means. And this six of, now I see with the Six of Pentacles, they're bringing in the story of overgiving. When we're young, 7 years old and younger, when our emotional body, our emotional inner child is being formed, even back into the womb, we develop this uh, like rate of exchange, what we feel we have to give in order to be worthy to receive. And so we create this story. It's a small t truth rooted in fear and praise and punishment that, oh, I have to give all this and then I deserve only this. So I have to give 1,000 love coins to get one back or 1,000 abundance coins to get one back. We don't know any better as a child. We think, well, that seems fair, I guess. We have no comparison, right? So it sinks down into our subconscious. And then that's how we run our life until we consciously bring it up and change the story. So I feel like the beginning of the reading here is talking about work you've already done in letting go of old thoughts and beliefs that had you giving like 1,000 love coins to get 1 love coin back, and you've whittled it down to 100 to 1, down to 10 to 1. Now there's just a little bit more of tweaking that you're doing, and I feel like on one hand, they wanna praise you and cheer you on about all that you've done already and that you're so close, just a few more little, spots. It's like you've, um what are they showing me? It's like there's this banister, this wooden staircase that had what kind of they were like, it's like you move into an old home and they had painted it some wild color, and you have to sand it all down, to then varnish it and bring it back to its original beautiful wood finish. Oh, what a great analogy. Our original self, and we put all sorts of paint it all sorts of weird things by what paint people offer us. We're like, "Okay, that seems good." Like a polka dot zebra theme, and it's like, now you're ready to, um, you've, um, sanded it a lot of it, and you just have a few more spots you just need to sand down, and then you're gonna wipe it all off and varnish it with a beautiful get that wood finish back, the original wood finish, and then you'll lacquer it or whatever to preserve it, and I like that analogy. Alright. Let's see what else they have here for you. Yeah, because you have the 3 of Wands. With all this new information, you are taking your life in a different direction, going a different way than you had originally planned. Yeah, the 4 of Swords is letting go of the old expectations, seeing things from here's that Ace of Swords again, that the king was offering. There's a different way of looking at things, and you're letting the old ways go to move forward, right? Oh, very good. I love that. I know a reading is not complete unless I have a tear, you know? Either a tear of laughter or a tear of release, or both. I'll take either and or both. But I love that for you. So I love this release energy. Yeah, and you're really stepping into your power with all of this too. You have the Ace of Wands, which is knowing that whatever you focus on is what you draw into your life. And in a way, it's taking responsibility and not blaming other people for what I've experienced in my life is what I drew into it, and that's okay. I like that. At first, it kinda sucked because it's like, "You mean everything I experienced and felt and all that, that was my choices?" Yeah, that's the power of choice with the Chariot card, that every moment we're making a choice of the story, but also of the emotion that we're feeling, the energy that I'm investing, and the things I'm doing in the outside world. Can't control anyone else's, which that's another good thing that we learn. Everyone else, I can't control them. I'm just gonna let them be. I'm gonna focus in on me, my choices of thought, emotion, um, energy, and physical action, the 4 areas that we're making a decision every moment. But you're really stepping into your power of choice, with these cards here, and you're realizing, yeah, I'm not gonna blame anyone for my life. I don't need to. There's nothing wrong with it. I had adventures, some of them were low vibrational adventures, but I learned so much, and now I have that contrast. By experiencing great sadness, I know the heights of happiness. By experiencing depression, I understand the heights of joy. By, you know, having great times of anger, I understand what peace is. Because I had these contrasts, I understand more, about life. And I love all this, you know, celebrating what you've done and how far you've come already, and that you're just on this verge of just taking your life to a whole new level because of your power of choice and because of your power of intention. Yeah, and you have the 9 of Pentacles, this independent feeling, this feeling of wholeness, this feeling of, in a way, an external physical dream come true with spirit. You got spirit, which is the bird in there, and the little the little there's a little snail here. Let's see if we can give him a close up, Mr. DeMille. I don't think they're going to do that. Can see my fingernails. Well, this is a little snail down here. It's overlooked quite a bit, but it takes a while to get there. The little snail takes time. And that everything happens purposely, though. It the time that it took is perfect timing because it allowed us to experience everything, and now we're ready to move into that feeling of independence, and, I like that. And then you have here whoops, gotta cover up some things here. So we've got whoops, I guess I need to cover it more. The Lover's card here, power of emotional choice, next to the 6 of Cups, which is a lot of childhood emotion, past life emotion that's coming in, and both sixes as well. So, this flow of emotional energy in what you're allowing to let flow, what you're allowing yourself to feel, and that you're not holding down anymore. You've been allowing stuff to come up and transforming, transmuting a lot of old emotional energies. But what I love is that they're bringing in is that you're choosing to allow yourself to feel and not act on it, but allow yourself to feel an emotion and then just let it it takes 90 seconds for us to fully feel an emotion if we don't loop it or stuff it. If we stuff it or loop it, we'll continually feel it until we let it flow. Once we let it flow and let it go, then the emotion has we've experienced it and it's gone. Um, so I like that. And then below the surface, yeah, the temperance card. Again, this slowness energy that um, temperance is like alchemy. You have two cups and you put a base metal in it and you add the magic. And then it goes back and forth. And each time it goes back and forth from cup to cup, it slowly transforms to gold. And then out of nowhere, boom, it turns. And we're like, whoa, look at it. But it takes time for the magic to happen. It always happens perfectly in perfect timing. So I like this message here from them. And then we'll see what the fortune cookies bring in here too for you. Come on. Boom, 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 boom. All right. I put them in separately. It's like a mini shuffle. All right. Let's see what the inner wisdom compass. All right. There we go. All right. Yeah. So we've got loss, and it says sometimes we must lose things and people to appreciate them and their value. Then other times we must lose to gain. So, wow, powerful, right? Powerful. And then your rebel deck card, let's see what that one is here. All right. Then we let go of the grudge. So, a lot of stuff here. You don't have to excuse or forget the actions, but forgiveness brings peace. Take back your power. I love it. One of the most amazing descriptions I heard of forgiveness, I'm going to bring back this because it's forgiveness is choosing to no longer be a vessel of pain because of someone else's actions or non actions, their words or their silence. And it's pouring out the wrath, pouring out that pain and all that lower vibrational emotion, and then that gives us the space to fill it with unconditional love from above. So we become a vessel of love instead of a vessel of pain. And I feel like that's what's been happening is doot, 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 doot. So I love that for you. You like the 90 seconds, right? The 90-second rule. All right. Well, that is what they have for you, my dear. I'm grateful for your donation and thanks for being here. I love it. I love it. All righty. So we'll jump back here into free readings. We got like a handful left. And thank you guys again so much for all the thumbs up. Does help spread the Zen love, and you are part of the love tsunami, helping share the channel with others by doing that. It's an algorithm enhancer that draws people and puts my page in front of more people. So we're able to give more readings, and um, people can watch my other videos too. So thank you guys so much for doing that. I appreciate it so much. All right. Let's take a sip here and we'll dive back in. So cheers, cheers. All right. So Kat Mia, you are up. Here is your timestamp. And then what should you know about UA? All right, let's take a look here. All right, evidently that. All right. It's a lot of transforminate blah, 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 yada yada. There's a lot of transformational energy that comes in here with the hanged man. It's also Neptune Pisces energy. And you have the Ace of Cups, which is this, it's emotional energy, of course, the Ace of Cups, but it's self-love energy. And there's this transformational energy. So on one hand, what you need to know around UA is that this is all pointing you back to you. It's pointing you back to your own self-love, your own self. It's, you know, about it's like a cocoon, it's transformation, and it's leaving some old ways of feeling behind that allows you to feel things from a higher place. This Ace of Cups is the chalice, it's what we are. We do, become this chalice where we receive from spirit the eternal unconditional love and fill up and then overflow. So I feel like this is all it's an experience that's pointing you back to the love that you have inside, you know what's most important. Like everything else is going to be empty until you turn inward and upward in there. And I feel like it's just UA, it's pointing you inward and upward, um, for this with this energy here. So interesting. Let's see what your fortune cookie says here too. All right, this one. Yep, rebel or rebel. Speak out about injustices done to you and others. Never settle. Fight for change. That is, fight for your transformation. Never settle. Allow yourself to be transformed too. So um, I like that. And asking for what you want. Understand why you want what you want as well, I feel. So that's what they have for you, Kat Mia. Many blessings to you. You're very welcome, Laura. Thank you so much again. On the nose. Beep, beep, beep. I love it. Thank you. All right. Then we've got Touch O Love. We got 20832 for you. There is your timestamp. And you want to know, hello, my friend. Good to see you. What I need to know, anything you should look for. All right, let's take a look here. What does Spirit feel is best for you to know right now? That and yep, that. Yeah, okay. You do have a love in the future. You have the 10 of Pentacles, which is legacy, relationship, fullness of external life energy. And the Knight of Cups, this movement of emotion, movement of, this energy of, you know, uh, love entering your life, love being offered you. But I know, dun dun dun. The Knight of Cups is on the quest for self-love, right? And I feel like anything to be looking out for is just being aware that everything is a mirror. Every relationship of every kind, friends, family, lovers, children, pets, coworkers, the world out there, it's all a reflection showing us what we want to see about ourselves. until we see it, and we'll continually see it from different, all these mirrors. And as you have been transforming, as you continue to transform, then you'll start to see things differently in the mirror. I love the analogy that, it doesn't matter what mirror, well, not necessarily. If we look in one of those circus mirrors or carnival where, you're short, fat, thin, stretched, or whatever, those are different kind of mirrors, but a real standard, not a funny hall of mirrors, but real mirrors. Doesn't matter what mirror we look in, and if I don't change, I'm gonna see the same reflection. When I change, then I see a different reflection, right? And I feel like that's the big thing to look out for is this: what are these mirrors showing you about you? 'Cause, that's what we're seeing. Other people that we have no idea what they're seeing when they look at us, because 'cause we're a mirror. If a giraffe looks at us, they see a giraffe. If a lion looks at us, they see a lion. If a rhinoceros, right? A monkey sees a monkey. But, we don't know what they're seeing because 'cause we're the mirror, so we don't know what they're seeing. And so it's focus more on what we're seeing when we look in the mirrors of the outside world, because we have no idea what other people are seeing. And then you have here your fortune cookie says, reach out first, check on a loved one, let them know you care. So there you go. All right, that's what they have for you. Touch of love. Many blessings to you. I feel like that's more of a child than the other. All right, many blessings. All right. And then guide, you are up to 11:51. There's your timestamp, and you're like a general. Absolutely. Let me take another sip here. Cheers. That's getting very hot because there's hardly any left. Let me move my coffee. I drank my mushroom drink first, leftover from this morning. I know I got busy, and then my coffee will be for later. All right, guide. I don't know what that if that meant anything for you. Putting things on the back burner to heat it up. Let's see what they have here for you. All right. So, yeah, you definitely even on the bottom of the deck, because I saw it. Let me just show you. You've got the King of Swords. All this mental energy about seeing things from a higher perspective. But I immediately, when I saw the King of Swords, got a message of education or learning. And it feels more organized learning. Like, I don't know if you wanna go back to school or you wanna learn something else or get a certification or change a career, or I just feel like there's this, yeah, if you want to go for it, it's very supported here. Maybe even a childhood dream of something like, I always wanted to be a nurse. It's never too late to change and to be and go to that and pursue it. Um, it's funny they're bringing back one of my first experiences when I got online after opening up to the spirit world more. It was just a random chat room and a random person who I had no idea what it was. This is back in the day before even cam live cameras and stuff. I know the internet was very new. So, this was back, what, must have been, I think I was like 32. It's probably, yes, around 32 years old. If I'm gonna be 59, was that 27 years ago? That's right? Wow. Oh, suddenly my back is hurting. No. But, someone just goes, "Hey," and I'm like, "Hey," and they go, "How are you?" And I'm like, "I'm good." Um, I go, "Why did you quit nursing school?" Just out of the blue, "Why'd you quit nursing school?" He was like, "What? Who is this?" I'm like, Just me." Like, how do you know that? I quit nursing school." I'm like, "I don't know, I just know things." And this is that kind of energy that's coming in, is just knowing things. either connecting and opening up more to your spiritual gifts if that's what it's wanting, or if it's specifically nursing school. It just feels like whatever this is that you wanted to always do and is a passion of yours with the Sun card, they're really encouraging you to pursue it, that you can do it. You can maintain family and keep things going, but, where there's a will, there's a way, and I feel like they're really nudging you to pursue what your childhood dream was, whatever this was you wanted to do, because, um, you're gonna feel like you're existing and you're just surviving, and it's time to live. It's time to thrive, and you can make it work. You'll find a way. You're smart. You're very smart. All right. Yeah, I like it. Finish what you started. Get after it. Activate beast mode. You can do it. That'd be hilarious if you did quit nursing school and others saying, "Finish what you started, whatever you started and you abandoned because of children and relationship, whatever, and that was your dream, get back at it. Beast mode. Booyah." Alright. So that's what they have for you, guide. Many blessings to you. All right. Then we've got Gene XO. Gene, here's your timestamp. Boom, boom. So, hello, love. Good to see you. And you want to ask, what are I's feelings and intentions towards you? He's finally admitted that he was sick and feeling down and out. Maybe you check the underlying energies as well. Hey, party. Thank you, Leslie. I love it. All right. Let's see what we got here. Underlying energies. Let's see here. To cover up some nudity. We got the devil card on the bottom, Capricorn, Saturn energy, shaking and rattling of energies here. And, a big piece of that energy is a lot of long held thoughts and beliefs and mindsets that have kept us feeling binded and bound and trapped and restricted, that they're really working through a lot of some long held beliefs that are there. That's the underlying energy. So, really a shakeup of their life. And that makes sense if they were, you know, feeling sick and feeling down and out, that their life is being really shaken up, right? Obsessive tendencies. Yeah, right. So there is that, facing those fears and release, right? Now, their feelings towards you, we got the Hierophant. Very sensory energy, the 5 senses of the Hierophant, Taurus energy, feeling, you know, touch and, seeing and smelling and hearing and tasting, all that, all the 5 senses. So there's really that energy there, but it's also the card of change too, with that. If you look at their hand here, um at the beginning, you guys might see that I do this. Let's see, how do I do it? Yeah, I usually do it this way because I can't hold my fingers down, but it's as above, so below. And there's hidden stuff, but it's the Hierophant brings the spiritual into the physical. And that's what that little symbol is. And I feel like there is this kind of change energy, these feelings as they're trying to kind of reconcile um, this internal senses, their physical senses with their higher senses. And I feel like they're in this big change in their life here where they're trying to be as above, so below, as below, so above. And they're trying to really get some stuff figured out with that energy. Interesting. There is teacher student energy there too, whatever that may be. Between the emotions, and it's almost like they feel like they can learn from you emotionally, I feel like that you know what that means. Intentions, 4 of Cups. Well, they definitely there's a stable emotional energy here, but this, the 4 of Cups is almost like emotional stagnancy, but they don't wanna continue to do what they've always done. We can tell it, this person's bored with past relationship, and they're looking for something higher, something unique, something from the heavens, that's there. Oh, okay, that makes sense. So he kinda sees you as like a guide, a human guide, so that makes sense. But and I do feel this makes sense as well with the Devil card and the 4 of Cups because they are really in that energy of trying to reconcile. It's the word? I don't know if I think I used that before. The reconcile all of this lower vibrational, mental, emotional, energetic, physical energy that they've had all their life and trying to reconcile it with understanding, and try to like separate the oil and the water to understand things. And I feel like they're just kind of in that space. And so, I just feel like they don't want to have intentions around anything because intentions feel like expectations, which feel heavy to them. And they're like, I just want to flow because those cups of the past represent expectations, that I need to, relationship situations and things are supposed to fulfill me and they never have. I'm having a hard time understanding where fulfillment comes from. And it's the working out of it all, right? Yeah. And that makes sense because, that kicks in thinking that, well, maybe having children will bring me fulfillment. No, just bring you just less sleep, less finances, more frustration. Children are not gonna fulfill you. They will just drain you. I like it. You know, says you can start over. Your past doesn't dictate your future. Each moment is a chance to do something new. So this is that the energy I was talking about for him, right? He can start over. He can have a renewed life with letting all this other stuff going. This was my experience, but it's not who I am kind of energy. So hopefully that makes sense. That's what we got for them right now. So many blessings, Jean. Absolutely. Many blessings to you. Right. And then I think this is the last one I have right now is Olivier Vagara. Hello, hello. Here is your time stamp. You want to ask, will David pay what is pending or what are his plans to solve that to be released? All right. Sorry, that was probably loud. Let's take a look here. So, okay, number one, will he pay or are there other plans? Let's take a look here. So, will they pay? Well, we got the full card, full of possibilities. I like the because it's like miracles are possible. The world is full of possibilities. But let's see what's more likely here. What are his plans to solve it? We do have the Empress, which is harvest, which is abundance. There's a bit of self care here too. But I do feel like it doesn't feel like a sudden, oh, here it is, here's the whole thing. I feel like there's a I'm taking care of me and what I need to take care of, but I have abundance, and so I'm gonna it's almost feel like payments toward it. I can give this, there, and this, but I feel like it's 3 payments with this Empress 3. I feel like, okay, I can give you this chunk, and then I can give you this, and then I can give you this. So I feel like it's split up into it's not thirds though. It feels like more like a nice chunk of it, and then that's halved, then this and this. So maybe like I give you half and then 25% of it, and then the last 25% of it kind of energy. So I like that. Of course, also with the full card, it's about letting go of expectations and trust in possibilities. So gratitude for what if they have given anything, but the more we step into gratitude around what they have given or what we do have, then that helps it come in easier than if we're focusing on what's owed and what's not going on and what if they don't, what if this, what if that, then that just makes it harder for it to come toward us. I like it. Cha-ching. Your fortune cookie says, earn your own money, then buy what you want. But this money signs coming in here, um, you know, I feel is the energy of your reading as well. So that's what they got for you, Olivier. So many blessings to you. All right. So that was it for the free readings. And I just got another donation that came in. So I'll jump to that. Let me just make sure. I don't think I missed anyone. Nope. So we are good on those. So Maria P, thank you so much for your additional donation. There is for your donations. And then if you weren't here for it, here is your free reading that was done as well. All right. So let's dive in here. I'm going to take another sip here of my little mushroom tea. All right. Let me drink a little too much. All right. There we go. All right. So, Maria, thank you for your donation via Z PayPal. So, is Wally talking to any other ladies, like flirting? I'm assuming is what you're meaning. Any ladies at work trying to get with him? Okay. Do his coworkers in the office know that you are a couple? A couple of what? Let's see here. Jeff has been messaging you. Why? Okay. What does he want? Okay. And what's coming for you at work next week? Message from Dr. Laura and one from Dr. B. All right. So is Wally talking to any other ladies? No. Got the sun card. Victory, warmth, beautiful energy. It's a abundance card. Bright light shining upon them. So that's a no. That's, one of the most abundant cards. So that means that would be a no. Big no. Capital N, capital O, cap A. Yeah, exactly. Any ladies at work trying to get with them? Nope. We got the devil card, which the devil card is Capricorn energy that rolls over the 10th house of work. Nope. Work is work. Um, that's it. Work is work. It's not a hookup site. Do his coworkers know that you guys are a couple? Yep, Queen of Pentacles, Queen of Wands, nourishing, fiery you. They definitely, I feel like they, well, I feel, I mean, there's different people, right? That's why you have two different perceptions of two different queens. So obviously they know you're an important person in their life. Queen of Pentacles means nurturer and like that's romantic. Like, okay, yeah, they're a couple. Other people think that you're a fling or, it's passion. It's not, it's a couple that is about fire and passion. The other is a grounded, solid thing. It depends on who the people are, right? Because if it's someone that's wanting passion in their life, they're gonna see you guys as this passionate couple. It's all about the passion. Someone who's about relationships is gonna see, go, "Oh, look, they're in a relationship," right? So it's all about, uh, the eyes through which everyone sees things. You have no control over that, right? But majority of everyone, it feels like they feel like you're one or the other. Jeff has been messaging you. Why? Eight of Pentacles. There is this, wanting to work, trying to get something to unfold in the outside world in a way. But, as we get with them a lot, I feel like you're just one of a few, you know, that there's all these possibilities of individuals out there. Um, Yeah, and what does he want? Yeah, got the Leo sun passion energy here too. So I just feel like, that they're just trying, and here's that, we got eights. They're trying to get something flowing between the two of you with that Leo fire energy, more passion than things, but you're just an option among many. So you know, with this energy, and it's a good reminder that when I'm if I fall into, insecurity around, I wonder if Wally's talking to someone, is people trying to pick up, and when we go into that fear energy, and then we start drawing in, if I feel like, oh, are they cheating? Are they flirting? Here comes flirting into your world. So it's about letting all that energy go, unless you want more of that and experience that, when there's no judgment. I mean, if we wanna experience low vibration, we could definitely do that, and learn and grow through it. But if you're tired of feeling that way, then it's back to focusing on gratitude for who Wally is, what you do have, ixnaying everyone else, right? And giving to Wally what you want, because if you're chatting and you're messaging and returning messages to Jeff, then you're just gonna invite, well, if you can do that, why can't Wally, right? So it's like, oh, that's right. Let me give what I'm wanting to receive, right? What's coming up for you at work next week? I tell you, you keep on getting like Wheel of Fortune, Six of Pentacles, abundance energy. So I feel like there's this, something is in the works. That something's coming forward of some sort of feeling of fullness, abundance of something that's coming here for you. Message from Dr. Laura. Yep, we got the moon energy. A lot of emotional energy here, and a lot of hidden emotions, a lot of stuff below the surface. I do feel here with this moon, because it is about something hidden to be revealed soon. So I do feel like Dr. Laura is going to be bringing you a message next week. It's not mysterious, like ooh. I feel like it's a positive thing that they're bringing forward, which makes sense with this Wheel of Fortune. But the Moon card is sharing something that is emotional, but it's a positive emotional revelation. Dr. B, Dr. B just feels very balanced. Um, Cycles balanced. Just a message from them. I just don't feel like, it's almost like, was this the other doctor too? It just feels very balanced energy. I just feel like it's almost like Dr. Laura is leading the show on things, and others are just kind of, "Meh, I'm there. We're doing this, we're focusing on what we're doing." But it's like, it almost feels like Dr. Laura is running the office kind of energy, if that makes sense. Because this other just feels balanced. Meh, yeah, a little bit of this, a little bit of that, bruh, bruh, bruh. But if that makes sense. All right. Let's see what your fortune cookies bring in here too. Let's put the cards back in there. All right. And what do we got here? There we go. We've got pearls before swine. Let's see what this is. Beautiful piano. It says, "Be careful who you give your best self to, for the wrong people will take you for granted and are unworthy of your gifts. Save your best for those who will genuinely appreciate you, what you have to offer, and return the kindness." Jeff. All right. And then your rebel card here. Yeah. So you aren't giving your 100%. Put in more effort or change the plan. Weak attempts do nothing for you. So that can apply to wherever you feel like I'm not really invested fully in it, right? So that's what they have for you, Maria. Many blessings to you. All right. So I think that's it there. All right. All right. Then we have Val Footwork. Hey, Val. Good to see you. Thank you for your donation. And we'll put your timestamp here. Here you go. I love your little sticker. And usually you want a general reading, correct? To see what spirit has for you. So if you have a specific question, of course, put it down, but you normally ask for a general, right? So let's take a look here. What does spirit want you to know right now? Nope, none of those. Okay. That's underneath, and we got those two. Don't want that one. All right, thank you. And those underneath that. All right, let's see what we got happening here. Let me just scooch these over, give them the space. Bottom of the deck, you do have the Ace of Pentacles coming in here. The Ace of Pentacles, there is this, if it'll skip, there it goes. Only took me 3 times. Maybe it's not recognizing I'm a human on my little touch screen here. So, okay, good. Hey. So, Ace of Pentacles, it does feel like this new opportunity that's opening up in the outside world that's coming your way here. It's like a gifted opportunity is the way they want it worded. A gifted opportunity. Let's see what we have here. 2 cards came out here. Yeah, you've got the World card. It's a victory energy. It's also the ending of a cycle, the beginning of a new adventure. So it's like something's reaching a stage to move to a higher place. Yeah, and you got the Chariot, another. So you got 2 victory cards. Let me just cover her up like this. So you got 2 victory cards, the World card and the Chariot card. And it is about movement and speed. The Chariot rolls over all 4 horses, all 4 knights. And of course, we've had talking a lot about the fire horse. We're moving into the zodiac, the Chinese zodiac on February 17th, the solar eclipse new moon in Aquarius. Aquarius energy, things done differently, suddenly. The old ways don't work. There's new ways. The whole new moon energy is planting new seeds. The fire horse is all about, we're coming off of the year of the snake and letting go of all that shedding and ready to zip forward. And it's like they're showing me like a horse race, and you hear the bell and the gates go open and here we're off. So I feel like February 17th is around that period of time is a big change for you. It's a big movement forward, a big opportunity maker that's coming in here. And then these next 2 cards came out together. Yep, the Queen of Wands. Talk about fire energy, and where you focus that energy is up to you. Next to it, the Page of Pentacles. Yeah, that brings you higher and bigger opportunities in the outside world. So, of course, when we get this big, abundant, like it's like I have a flamethrower and I'm given these big tanks of gasoline or whatever fuel is there. Wherever I point that is what it's going to go and create, right? And so with the Queen of Wands, it's very important that with this energy, you're focusing on what you want to grow more of through gratitude for what you have already. Because if you go into want and need energy, of course, that's lack energy. That makes it harder, right? It consumes things instead of grows things. So it's more what grows things is when you're focusing in on what you are wanting to come in. Um, and gratitude for what you already have like that or what you have had before too. It just all that gratitude is what just makes it go big and bigger and bigger. Underneath that, yeah, and it has to do with work, a lot of it here with the devil card, Saturn, Capricorn energy that comes in. So I feel like this is mainly centered about around the house of career and work and that. So I like that kind of energy coming in here for you. Very positive. And then the next two cards, we've got here. Yeah, I like this. So see how the Page of Wands, which holding their power, they have their back to the expectations. They have their back to disappointments. They're focusing, looking in the opposite direction, not this direction. So it's important. It's like if I focus on my fears or what I feel like should be or supposed to be or need to be or have to be, of course, expectations are what suck the life out of things, right? Because it's like, this should be this by now. I don't have it yet. I'm being patient, which patience is actually a lack energy. And it's like, what? I know. When they first told me that, I was like, you need to explain that to me. I thought patience was a virtue. And they're like, no, patience is lack energy because patience means I don't have what I think I should have already. So I'm patiently awaiting for it to catch up and finally get here. And that's all lack because it's not about being grateful for what I do have and trusting that things are going to unfold in the perfect timing, in the perfect way. Instead, I'm focusing in on what hasn't happened and what I think should already be. So it feels like I'm behind trying to catch up to get to zero, right? So this Page of Wands is I'm not looking at that stuff. I'm looking at what I do have, what I have had, what I'm grateful for in this moment. And then it just opens up the gates to allow more to come towards us. Yeah, we have the Eight of Swords, which is letting go of thoughts and beliefs and mindsets and expectations. That's what all those are that have made me feel blinded and bound and trapped and restricted and small and powerless. All those lovely small t truths rooted in fears, right? And yeah, because those are creating, this conflict within us with the Five of Wands and the Seven of Cups, bringing a lot of confusing emotions, because we're that's what happens when we're in that fear mode, when we feel like unsafe or out of control or uncomfortable, we ignite, into that fight or flight mode, to that conflict mode. And that's what takes us out of our logical, intelligent, loving, compassionate mind and emotions and throws us into confusion, mental confusion, emotional confusion, because our body doesn't want us thinking, it wants us reacting. Get to safety, feel in control again, run away, or fight. And so I like this, what's coming in here. It's a lot of awareness around where you're focusing energy and what you're going to do with this. you know, when you're behind the reins of the fire horse, what are you gonna do with it? And it's up to you. There's no right or wrong, but, if I want higher vibrational things, then I focus on all the higher vibration. And I like that with that what's coming towards you here. A lot of possibility with all that energy. So Beautiful, beautiful. Let's see what your fortune cookies bring in here too. Just put these cards back. All right. So from the Inner Wisdom Compass cards, all right, it's this one right here. You've got, oh yeah, boom, it's your time, baby. Is that a phoenix? Fly, fly, fly. Says it's your time to shine and be all the creator has created you to be. Seize the day. What a great card for everything we just talked about. And here's the phoenix fire. It's not a, a fire horse, but it's a fire bird. We'll take it. And then your rebel card. Let's see here. In fact, if you're my last reading, only have 3 cards left on this deck, and you're going to get all 3. You get a bonus. Yeah. Accept every part of you. You are light and dark, attractive and messy. Embrace it all. There's no wrong. You also get, you can't control what life throws at you, but how you react can change the outcome. How are you responding? Yeah, not reacting, but responding, right? And your final card. Get over yourself. Be of service. Give back. Make the world better. And I feel like that's your heart. That's why you like doing what you do and why you pursue. Your why is to help make the world a better place through skating or, allowing people to change themselves physically, to live their own dreams. So I love that about you. Excuse me. So that is what they have for you, my dear. Thank you again for your donation. I'm excited. All right. Do one last little check here. I think that's everyone. It's all the donations. Let me check one more place here. Over here. Refresh. Nope. All right. So, those are it for the readings. If you haven't got into my new moon giveaway, that's coming up on February 17th. Here's the link there. You can enter for a chance to win a 30-minute personal recorded reading or one of my energetic hedges. So if you're interested, check that out. If you haven't looked at the Leo full moon, that was just last Sunday. We still have till probably like this Sunday. So a couple more days left where we can really use that Leo full moon energy to its full extent. But this is a video about making the most of the full moon energy. I'll have one coming out a few days before the new moon on how to make the most of the new moon wishes and intentions too. So be on the lookout for that. If you haven't checked out, I have a new energetic hedge, which is the Hedge of Health, and those are on sale. Normally it's $50 for a 2-week process, but they're on sale until February 12th for $35. So if you want to check those out, that can also be one that if you win the giveaway, I have a Hedge of Peace and Love and a Hedge of Health are the 2 I have right now. We'll be expanding more, but if you want to get into it to win, make sure to check that out. And then, of course, I have a podcast called The Easier Path. We just put out a new one yesterday called Living Consciously. So if you want to check that one out, it's all free. And then the playlist is in the description box of this video as well, if you're wanting to catch up on any of the other ones. So great information from Spirit on how we can make this human adventure an easier path instead of a harder one. So those are all of my little final announcements. Thank you guys again for all the thumbs up. It does help spread the Zen love, and you're part of the love tsunami. I'm so grateful. It's something you can do for free. Just show me some love or the channel some love. So very grateful for that. And I'm on Wednesday through Sunday evenings now. 5 p.m. Mountain Time is when I start. No more Saturday morning session. I'm more balanced out between Wednesday and Sunday now. So I do post the chat and the session in the morning. You have all day to put your questions in, especially that's helpful if you're on the other side of the planet where I'm popping here in the middle of the night. So if you guys do want to post your questions or make donations, and so we dive deeper in all that, you can use the super chat and then also any of the Venmo, Cash App, PayPal, and Square at any time throughout the day as well. So it saves it all. All right, everybody. Well, thank you again for all of your love and all your support. I'm so grateful to be on this adventure with you. So until I see you guys again, remember every second of every day of your life, you truly are eternally and unconditionally loved by the mother and the father of all things, our creator. And of course, I love you too. All right, everybody. We'll see you soon. Enjoy. You're wonderful. Dreaming like crazy these days. I'm sure you guys are too. So enjoy, and we'll see you soon.